Good day to you all for everywhere you are listening to me today. So, thank you all for joining Farmer Insight. I'm so glad to speak to you all today. As I've promised earlier, that I'm going to merge all this class in a masterclass, in a masterpiece video where we can have everything together. So far, we've been able to highlight ourselves better on how we can source quality seed, we also able to illustrate get how we can identify a better seed label. So before I go further, there is something I want you all to understand, is that being a victim of adulterated seed can result in a loss of passion for farming due to our investment loss. To meet our food and nutritional needs, our farmer needs to be aware of sourcing quality seed for better yield. I remain Nefisat Lawal, and thank you all for joining me today. So before I move further again, I would like you to imagine a scenario. Can you picture you being a farmer and you were able to purchase seed, farm inputs for your production? Imagine you have a minimum of like 5 hectares of land or 1 hectare of land, let's say, to be at subsistence level, and because there is no a land size that is small, when you decide to cultivate for hybrid seed, it's not a joke. So cultivating hybrid seed, where you have to purchase this in, they're not as cheap. They might be affordable, but they're not cheap. You understand? So imagine you bought a large quantity of seed and you did normal agricultural practice for your land preparation, land clearing, and everything. So you sow this seed. Unfortunately, this seed did not germinate. So how do you want to account for this loss? This might result from you not paying attention to the seed label. Maybe that seed is not even appropriate for your geographical location. Can you think of that? Okay, maybe the seed is an adulterated seed. Maybe that might also be the reason. So imagine the kind of loss you feel of your investment, paying labor, clearing the land, and sowing the seed, irrigating it, and waiting for it to germinate. For after some days, you find out that nothing is sprouting, nothing is coming up at all. I know you will be feeling so bad about it. And that is why you have to take this podcast of mine very serious. You have to listen to this lecture video. It is very important for you. As for me myself, because I will also remind myself. So you have to help me and assist everybody. Let's do this together by you sharing this video or this podcast, sharing it to farmers around you, share it to the people that you know they have the ability to communicate to farmer. Let us be aware. Agriculture is all about learning, unlearning, and relearning on a daily basis. You cannot know it all. So let's dwell on the topic for today. And I want you to also know that your ability to identify a quality seed can increase your chance of having more yield, and also can improve your standard of a living as a farmer. So would you like to know more? So please, let's go further. I'd like to let you know that selecting quality seed starts with you. For every change starts with you. It begins with you. So how did you select quality seed? What are the things you need to pay attention to? Number one, you need to source your seed only from a reputable seed companies. You need to source your seed from only seed company you can verify it. You don't just buy seed that doesn't have a company name, that doesn't have anything that for you to even trace or for you to even that you cannot even ask other farmers that which company seed are you cultivating, things like that. Please don't do that mistake. The second thing you need to pay attention is carefully reading the information on the seed label. You need to read the information on the seed label properly so that you won't be a victim of selecting a good seed but is not meant for your geographical location, or it is not meant for that particular season you wanted to plant it. You understand? Imagine you select a seed that is meant for rainy season, for dry season. You might accuse that kind of seed being an adulterated seed, but the mistake comes from you because you didn't pay attention to the seed label. So to have this change in both in for about this seed sourcing, the efforts comes from the farmers and also come from more of public awareness on how to go about it. So another thing you need to pay attention to is you have to improve your knowledge on how to differentiate seed from grains. In a nutshell, you need to know that your seed are meant to be planted, they're meant to be sowed, and where it gives us grains that we consume. While your grains are primarily meant for consumption. Whatever you buy, you went to you buy in the market as your seed, masara, chinkafa, anyone you try to get in the market like that. Whatever seed you get is your rice, your beans, your pea. Know that all those you got in the market, when they're not, are meant to be consumed by you, not for your farm production. They're not your agricultural inputs. But whenever you went to extension companies, you went to agro vendors, you meet seed companies and you buy seed from them, that is meant for you to plant. Please don't consume them. Okay. Another thing you need to pay attention to is you always buy seed only from a reliable agro dealers. You just don't buy seed from people that are hawking up and down, or you just buy seed from in on the roadside. You need to buy it from a reliable agro dealer, and this is an agro dealer that you can trust, you can verify, you can come back, you can lay your complaint, and you can also appreciate their efforts of sourcing a quality seed from you. So I think that's very important. And how can you also get a quality seed? Part of the way you can get it is you visiting a nearby agro extension company for farmers advisory service. Yes, you need to visit an extension company, being it a private, being it a government owned. Please visit them because there might be one or two innovation or information that is not yet reaching you due to one or two reasons. You understand? But when you pay attention or you try an effort to acquire more knowledge by visiting them, you have this information at your fingertips. So now I'll be saying something about your seed, and definitely all these bonds to your seed label. You understand? It means you knowing your seed label very well. So what does your seed label entails? Your seed labels, you should know that a seed label is expected to be well detailed, labeled, and with precise information that guide the farmers in making the best selection for their crops. So your seed label should have one very important thing you should first check for in a seed label, that it's supposed to even attract you in selecting that seed. That particular seed is that you should have a seed variety with a company name. First, what type of seed are you buying? Am I buying tomato? Maybe from Syngenta company, maybe Kilele. Okay, definitely shows that Kilele is coming from Syngenta company. Okay, am I buying Padma from East West Seed company? definitely is showing that Padma is coming from East West Seed Company. So it gives you a very traceable link to know that, okay, this particular variety I'm selecting is coming from this social company. So that's give you a rest assured mind. You understand? And from that place, you can look at, okay, who is this company? How reliable are they? Then you can verify, you can see that, okay, they are here, they have their agri extensions, they have their company workers that you can reach out to, you can call. So another thing you have to pay attention on your seed label that your seed label entails is seed quality and germination percentage. Yes, because as a farmer, you need to know what quantity of seed will I need for a particular land size. You will be able to know this um from your spacing that you need to cultivate, but primarily what will guide you to know how many quantity am I going to buy, how many seed bag, how many tin, how many bag of seed will I need is when you were able to know the quantity per pack or per bag. You understand? So you need to be able to know that, okay, this seed quantity or this seed bag has 500 gram, 200 seed, 1000 seed. Okay, if I need like 10,000 seed, definitely I will need a seed pack, or I should go for a grams or a pack that has a larger quantity of seed. So in this one, it saves you from cost, and it also minimize your cost of production, whereby it increase your own output. So another thing you need to look for in your seed label is test date and expiry date. Okay, you need to know when was this tested. You understand, and when is this seed expected to be expired? Imagine you didn't pay attention to that seed label and you just purchased the seed like that, not knowing that this seed has been expired like 3 months ago. And are you still expecting to have the same germination percentage written on that label? No. Please, you need to pay attention to everything. You need to read carefully. And if you cannot, please visit a nearby extension agri workers. They can do this for you and select the best for you. So another thing that is very important is your seed lot number and purity percentage. Yes, your seed lot number is a unique number or a serial number or a letter that has been placed by the breeders to be able to identify this seed, this particular seed lot. You understand? You'll be able to know that, okay, if there is any situation or there is any problem, or seed or breed seed that are bred from this particular lot seed lot can be able be to traced by this seed lot number. You understand? So apart from that one, even if you buy a seed from, okay, imagine that you purchase a seed now from an agro dealer, and okay, this agro dealer now, after you by you getting home, this seed doesn't germinate or this seed doesn't does well, all you have to do is to lay down your complaint, show your evidence of payments, go back, and okay, the next thing she's going to do is to just record the seed lot number, contact the company. That's where a very viable, a reputable company come in. You understand? And you have a verifiable agro dealer. So your verifiable agro dealer can now contact the seed company. Okay, this particular seed I bought on so date with this seed lot number has this particular issue. So they can go back and check test. You understand? Once they check it and they see that the complaint is dissimilar, even the agro dealer itself, if they have the agronomic knowledge or practice, they can also do that some basic test in their own. You understand? To just check the germination percentage and check one or two things about the seed. Okay, if you people are in the same point, you understand, then a better leverage can come in. But imagine you bought a seed that you cannot trace, you don't even know the seed company, you don't even know the dealer, the agro dealer selling it to you, you just pick it up or somewhere. You understand? That's so mean that you have yourself to be blamed, right? And that's not good for anyone either. Okay, so those are the main things we have been able to explain to we all about the reason why we have to source for quality seed and the reason why we have to strongly pay attention to the seed label. So if you are unable to get all these points and you have to have the chance to recap by just rewinding the podcast or the video and listening and jot down this information. And if you cannot see, then you can go back to the video content where you can get most of this information bullets, but it might not be further explained the way I've done it here now. So let me explain something with you further with some seed label from more of reputable seed companies we have here in Nigeria, and one of them is East West Seed. East West Seed Company. This is their watermelon seed. You can see now you buying this seed pack. It's so easy for you to know that this is the company you are buying this seed from. This is East West Seed watermelon. That's sweet Sangari F1. So this is a variety of watermelon seed you are buying, and so you can see that it is an F1. It's an hybrid seed. So it's very easy for you to know. So and you are confident in you know that okay, this is from the company I'm buying this particular seed, and you can see we will see go to further details on this seed label. Okay, this is another seed label from Syngenta vegetable seed. That's this Akilele, this tomato. You understand? It's also an F1 breed, and you can see it shows you the quantity of seed you would meet in this label, and that is 1,000 seed. So imagine I need a 10,000 seed pack. It's either I should go for a pack that has more, maybe like 2,000 seed or 5,000 seed pack. If I cannot get down, it means I'm going to buy a 10 of this pack to mean for me to be able to get 10,000 seed, excluding other calculation that I need to consider. So, and it's easy for you to know, okay, this Kilele is a variety of tomato I'm buying from Syngenta vegetable seed. So this is why you need to buy need to pay attention to your seed label. I need to buy your seed from a reputable and reliable seed company that are well known. Then it is easy for you to move further. So the another thing is that okay, after you've bought this seed or before you purchase this seed from any vendor, how did you authenticate that this seed you are buying is certified in Nigerian, is certified to be sold there, and is also a verifiable seed for yourself? Okay, many thanks to the NANS, that's the for the Seed Council. They've been able to create a software like a login code. You understand that you can able to if you can squash this card on every seat, this logo needs to be at most seed or every seed in Nigeria now. That once you scratch it, you can send the pin and you have a verifiable source that okay, this seed is verifiable from and is certified by NANS. So you understand. So that is why that when you get this seed label, can also check this, buy it, purchase, and also squash to know. So now look at this East West seed label here. You can see if you can look at it further, you'll see the squash. You say text, you say squash this, and you should text it to 1393, or you can also call this number and you can see the NANIS code here. This is NASA. You understand? So this is for you to know that this seed has been certified by NAS, and you can also verify it from NAS. And you can see the seed lot number here. You can see the test, you can see the expiry date, you can see. So it's well detailed for you to know what kind of seed are you buying. You understand? So this is another one for like your grains, you understand, like sorghum. So this is another one. You can see that it's even very easy here again. So this is crop, this is the cultivar name, this is the lot number, this is date of test, this is certification number, and this is the seed codex from NANS. You understand? So you have to squash text or www to confirm the quality. You see, it's meant for you to confirm the quality of this seed, and this is a sorghum seed, and so you can see the variety, you can see the quantity, and there's other information for you to know about this also. So I think with this, we've been able to really explain much in details why we need to pay attention to our seed label, why we need to source our seed in a very rightful manners. And if we cannot do that, if we are not lettered, we should always try to visit an agro extension, being it private, being it a government owned. Please always try to stick for knowledge on daily basis. Agriculture is a very tricky course. You cannot know it all. You need to keep learning, unlearning, and relearning, and always attend seminars, trainings. You understand? So you need to know it more. So thank you all for joining me again today. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for listening. And should in case you have any questions for me, or should in case you want to source your agricultural inputs, you can always text me in the comment section below. You understand? Just you can reach out to me and I'll try to put some link, maybe my LinkedIn link, where you can just straightly DM me and message me. And if you want to get any seed from the seed companies, I can always try to connect you with their agro dealers in their location. They are verifiable, they are reliable, and trust me, you'll be happy if you follow all these um enlightenment I've been able to tell you much about in this video content, podcast, lectures, and everything. So, thank you all for joining me. I wish you all a bountiful harvest and stay tuned and watch out for my next video soon. Thank you.